The Super Panamax class container ship. 4 football fields worth of steel. These used to pass us up for bigger harbors. We'll be changing that.
Well, guys, just like that, the dock DLC is here. Let's jump straight in and take a look. All right, so this is very important. Here is how you access the new DLC. So to access the DLC, you have to come down here to New Game. You're going to click on New Game, and then you're going to click DLC 1 Deep Waters. If you have the DLC, of course. I have the premium or the deluxe version, so I have it installed automatically. And you're going to click on DLC Deep Waters like this. Then we're going to click an empty slot. I'm just going to click one of these slots. And once you click on a new slot, you could go ahead and transfer your progress from the main game. So I'm going to use my slot 1 progress here. And I'm going to start the game. Of course, you could select the mode. I'm going to keep it on standard for now. And let's jump in to see what this DLC is all about.
Listen up, everyone. Our future is on its way, and we've got to make sure we're ready to welcome it. Which means upgrading our berth, buying new vehicles to handle all the cargo. But once that first ship arrives, we'll be truly international.
So everything hinges on it?
Yep, let's make it happen.
So our first milestone here, milestone 1, we got to reach a daily throughput of 3,000 TEUs. Then we got to upgrade the shipping line to level 3. We got to complete the mission release. And we got to buy a 3rd STS crane. So let's jump into the jobs. Let's get it started. All right, so here are the jobs we have. Some new jobs there. So we have cargo operations here. That's using the reach stacker and the straddle carrier. Then we have ventilation trouble, preparing the berth. All right, and then we have some more jobs here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So the main thing we need to do here is the release job. That's the mission job. But to do so, we need job 7, Operation Eagle. And for Operation Eagle, we need job 5. And for job 5, we need level 3 shipping line. So let's go ahead and upgrade the shipping line to level 3. All right, so here's the shipping line. And we have enough materials, so we're going to upgrade it. Just like that, level 3 shipping line. Let's go. You can see out there the ship is on the way, so we got to make it happen.
Heads up, people. Our first super is entering the harbor.
I can see her. All set at the berth.
This is crazy. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Damn. What the hell is going on?
This port sucks. It's always something wrong. It's always something wrong with this port. But that's what makes docked fun.
It hit the shallows and got stranded right across the fairway, which means no shipping line contracts for the time being.
So, what do we do now?
Let me figure that out. In the meantime, you all have other work to do, so get to it.
Yes, boss.
And we could get rocking and rolling here. So the first job we're going to do is job number 5, mobile compactor. Let's go.
Hey, Tommy, do you think that ship is stuck there for good?
Not if I can help it.
Does that mean you've got a plan?
Maybe. But let's deal with that compactor first.
I swear there's always some shenanigans taking place over here. Always some shenanigans. All right, we're going to take this part first. Part A. Let's go ahead and drop that. All right, let's get this bad boy connected. That's all good. I'm back using my PlayStation controller. If you've seen my previous video, I got my joysticks working. But for today's video, we're back on the PlayStation controller. That's all good. Alright, this is 3 meters, 3 meters. They're all 3 meters, so that's all good. Let's raise this up here. So this is our compactor. And we're moving it to the truck, so let's do that. Jeez. Didn't realize it was gonna hit that. Oopsie. That's a huge oopsie on my part. We already got 8% damage there. No bueno, no bueno, my friends. Can't see a thing here. Let's go back to this view. Why couldn't he park the truck, like, line it up better? Come on. What is this, rookie hour? What is this, rookie hour? Alright, we'll back a little bit. And down some more. A little further back. But with this DLC, obviously, we got new missions, so that's pretty exciting. And obviously, the story mode continues. So if you already beat the game and you're looking for something more to do, this DLC scratches that itch, finally. We've only been waiting a few months. I know a lot of people beat the game very quickly. That's pretty good. That was a good landing there. Alright, let's get the next piece, which is over there. Get that connected. That's all good. 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters. They're all the same length. Let's raise her up. And now let's move it to the truck. Shouldn't hit on the crane this time because this one's a lot smaller. Alright, let's lower this down here. Oh, it needs to go that way. So we gotta turn it around. We're gonna twist it this way as we lower it some more. Twist it, twist it, twist it. Lower it. Alright, there we have it. Let's move it back a little bit. That looks... we gotta move it a little bit to the left. That looks really good. A little bit more to the left here. I think we got it lined up fairly decently. Straighten this out. Back some. And we should be alright. I like that spot right there. A little bit more to the left. And we should be in a good position here. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So the 2 pieces are loaded onto the truck.
Pick it up.
And how do I do that?
Attach the cables, but match the colors. It's like disarming a bomb in reverse.
What if I mix something up?
Again, just like
Disarming a bomb.
All right. So I guess we got to get out of the truck here and connect these up. How the hell do we do that? Probably fairly simple. Nope, we gotta fix the malfunction. Okay, that's how we set it up. That's an easy job. Let's go. So these same fixes we still gotta do in this story here. That's all good. One down. So we need blue and... okay. This away. Easy enough. One more to go. So we got pink, green, blue. Pink, green, blue. That's green. That's all good. That's blue. And pink we gotta move... I want to say it was over here. There we go. Easy enough. It's done. All right, it's all connected now, the two pieces. Now we got to bring this truck onto the barge. Make sure our cables are connected. They are. Put it into drive mode. And let's rock and roll. There you can see our compactor on our truck. Let's roll. This game is so much fun. I haven't played it in a few weeks to months here. Where the hell are we going? Let's figure that out. We're going back that way. Okay. Let's go up here and turn around. Can I go around this? I could probably. Yeah, I could turn this way, I think. Can we? Oh, did I screw that up? I think we should be okay here. Did they update the dash? No, the dash still looks like the dash used to. Alright, there's the compactor behind us. Alright, let's continue here. And let's get this onto the barge. Rocking and rolling here. This is the dock DLC. It's called Deep Waters. And again, similar jobs to what we had in the main campaign before, but new flavor, new twists. So we're gonna go ahead and make this right out of here. And go back that ways. Let's not hit that pillar in the middle there if we could avoid it. There we go. Alright, let's go back inside. And let's go drop this bad boy onto the barge. Careful. Easy now. Easy now. Let's make this right over here. I really wish the mirrors had reflections. That would have been so sick. And maybe a little bit of track IR or head tracking. Alright, let's rock and roll here. Make sure to not damage anything. Already got 8% damage going. We do not need any more. Alright, how are we going to do this? I think we try to back her up here. Can we? I think we should be able to. Let's see what we could do here. No, we can't. Nope. Don't think we can from this way. Ooh, that's not good. Alright. If we drop it off, can we just... Maybe we can. Let's get onto the barge here. Raise this so it doesn't bottom out. Maybe if we just drop this off, everything will be okay and we'll be able to make a right turn out of here. Let's see. Let's see. Can this whole thing fit and then we make a right to get out? Yes, it can. Okay. Let's go ahead and lower it. Let's release the cables. And let's disconnect it. There we go. All right. We made it a lot harder than it needed to be, I will say. But we got it off. Okay. Let's get the terminal tractor off the barge. And we should be good.
That's it, Tommy. The compactor is all yours, and I'm out of here.
Nice and easy. Lemon squeezy.
Another job done and dusted.
Well done.
We made that more tough than it needed to be, but we completed it. 60 grand in the bank. Made that way more difficult than it had to be.
Team, I've got news about the grounded ship.
Did you figure out how to free it?
Not quite. I got a call from the feds. There's a container on board with critical evidence for a major case.
What kind of evidence?
The only thing they told me was that the trial is 3 days from now, and that we are to be extra careful with the cargo and under no circumstances let it sink.
Sounds like we're in a spy movie or something. That would be awesome.
On to the next one. Operation Eagle. Let's go. Alright, so for this job, 2 containers bearing an Eagle logo is on the ship. They have the government cargo inside. We gotta unload them onto the barge. The first container is somewhere on the port side in the stern area. Oh boy, this is gonna be a needle in a haystack. The second container is on the starboard side near the bow. This is gonna be crazy.
Boss, I'm on the barge. The view is impressive.
Yep, that's one impressive boat. Don't get distracted, though. You're after the 2 dark blue containers with government cargo.
Got it, boss. After I find them, can I add working for the government to my resume?
Call yourself a secret agent for all I care. Just get the containers. Upper tiers, dark blue with the markings.
That's funny. But there's the first one right there. We could see the Eagle. So let's extend out and let's go grab it. So let's lower this. So this is new. We have magnets in the game, as you can see here. Look at that. We attach a magnet to the MHC and now it could hook onto these. How do we activate it? To activate the magnet, we do R1 and up. Alright, so R1 and up is gonna activate the magnet.
Dark blue, somewhere on the upper tiers.
I know this is not the one, but I gotta move this to get the one. Come on. Stop it, buddy. Stop it. This is a cool new mechanic here in the game where we could use a magnet. I'm really liking this. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Gotta raise it a little bit more here. Watch it, watch it. Alright, let's drop it here, I think. That's gonna have to do for now. So to release the magnet strength, we're gonna press R1 and the down key. Alright, now the magnet is released. That's pretty cool. Again, new stuff here with the DLC. Now we have this magnet. And the container we need is down there. 2 more below those. So let's lower this again. And let's attach to it. Alright, so we go right here. Then we R1 and up.
What a nice container.
And now it's
Glad
magnetized.
it's not the one.
And then we gonna boom out here. And drop it over there. This is pretty cool. The magnet stuff is really interesting. What is it hooking on? I don't know, but we're letting it go right there. Alright, now it should be released. This is pretty cool, the stuff you could do with the magnet, I will say. I like how the dock team continues to innovate this game. Shout out to Saber Games. That is pretty cool stuff. Alright, so we get the magnet here in the middle. R1 and up.
What a nice container. Too bad it's not the one.
And it's magnetized again. So we pull this out. Very nice. Bring it up. Just drop it right there. I like that spot. Right there. Look at that. Like a glove, guys. Like a glove. Oh, boat shaking. So now R1 and the down key, and the magnet is no longer magnetized. That is pretty cool. Alright, let's drop this here and get the actual container we need. That's pretty good. And if you look in the lower right corner there next to the engine that has the on sign, R1 and up, and the magnet gets stronger. Now it's
Boss,
in the
I found
orange
first
range.
Container. I'll load it onto the barge and look
Look
for
at
the
that. Look at the look at what the container says. Government property. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. All right, now we're gonna move this onto the barge. Pretty cool. Let's not hit the container here. Alright, this is the first one. Let's see if we could rotate this a little bit. Is it rotating? Not really. A little bit. It is turning. Okay. There we go. Now let's drop it some more. Drop it some more. Extend it out a little bit more. Let's just get it into the square here. Nope. That doesn't look good. A little bit more. Rotate it back a little bit. If we can. Come on, rotate. Spin, spin, spin. Alright, let's get this drop. There we go. A little bit more forward. More forward. Into the square, into the square. Come on. Alright, let's drop it. Beautiful. Let's release that. Oh, cutscene. Why did it give me a cutscene? Oh, they moved the barge around. I see. They moved the barge to the other side of the boat. Let's see where this next one's gonna be. I see it already. I think it's under there. You kind of see it under that green container there. So let's go get it. Let's go get it. There you can see the eagle through the little crack right there. So we first got to remove this green container. The magnet is a pretty cool tool, I will say. The magnet is a cool addition to the game. Alright, let's get the strength up. There we go. That's good. Now we raise it. And we're going to move it to the left here. Oh. Careful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's raise this. What are we doing? Let's raise this up. Alright, we could drop this here. Oh, we got some damage there. Oopsie daisy. Turn the magnet back off. And now we go back to this side. We're going to get rid of this gray container right here. Come on, swing, batter, batter, swing. A little bit more in the middle. There we go. Get the magnet strong.
What a nice container. Too
Hook
bad
it up.
It's not the one.
We know it's not the one, Kate. Shut up. Keep saying that like I don't know it's not the one. We gotta clear the one first. How you like that for placement? I'm not making the job any better, but we just want to grab this container here. I think we're gonna need to move. We're gonna need to move that blue one, I think. Otherwise, we're gonna cause some damage. So let's move that blue one first. Maybe just move it slightly to the side at least.
That's not the one. Dark blue.
Oh, jeez,
Somewhere on
these
the upper
people,
tiers.
and they're talking. We know it's not the one, buddy. There we go. Drop it right there. I like that. There we go. There's our container. Now we could go down and grab it. Straight onto the eagle, baby. There we go. Nice and easy. Now we're going to bring it back this way. Lower it as we come back. I hope we don't need to put it on its, like, the correct way up. Hopefully not. I really hope not, because it's on its side right now. Let's drop it, baby. That's it.
Both containers locked and loaded, boss.
You just made your country proud.
That's the corniest thing ever. You just made your country proud, like you served in the military. All right, that job is completed. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so we're using the MHC to deepen the seabed around the grounded Super Post Panamax.
Well, Tommy, it's time for you to put your plan into action. Whatever it is.
It's quite simple, actually. The ship's grounded bow first, so if we clear away the silt, it should be freed. Remember when they got one stuck in the Suez?
Took them a week to refloat that one, didn't it?
That's
Much
funny.
more space and a grab bucket.
What a crazy reference. They referenced the Suez Canal. That's crazy. All right, while the boat brings us closer here, let's go up to our MHC. Let's climb up. All right, let's go into the cab here. And let's run this bad boy. Start her up. There we go. Now we're gonna lower this. Let's see if I remember how to do this. It's been a while. It's been a month or two since we played some docked. Alright, let's see. How do we open this? We open it with... So L1 and X opens it. And we close it using... just X. Okay, there we go. Just like that. We figured it back out. No need to get recertified. We still good. We're still got it. All right, open it as wide as it can be. And let's drop it in here in the silt. Let's clean this up here. Lower than that. 8 tons. We could do better than that.
I think it's working, Dad.
I can see that. Keep it up.
Instead of 8 tons, we got 7 tons. Great. Big improvement, buddy. Big improvement. You know what? We're going to drop it right here. A lot of work to do here, clearing this up. A lot of work. Let's drop it right there. That's a little bit better. Still not great, but we'll make it work. Just got a lot of steps to get this cleared out. Let's get this loaded here. That's a little poor. We could do better than that. Let's lower this some more.
Look,
There we go.
I think
19.
I found something.
What is it?
Can't say for sure, but it looks like plane wreckage.
Never heard about no plane going down
What?
here. Try to recover it, okay?
What the hell? This is crazy. The lore gets crazy here. We got plane wreckage? One of our flights went down here? Dude. Wait till my buddy Defcon hears about this. He's gonna lose his What? A plane crashed over here? Flight sim and docked? Alright. Let's see if we could switch to the magnet now to recover that part. Alright, now we're going to switch to the magnet. Look at that. Now we're in business, guys. Right on top of it. Oh wow, as soon as we clicked on that one, you see all the other pieces there. Oh, we lost it. How did we lose it? I don't know. Come on, let's get that piece. Nope, just a little bit off it. All right, let's drop it right there. Magnet on, let's turn it all the way up. There we go. We got one piece of the aircraft. Let's bring it up some more. This is where we got to drop the parts of the plane. Over here. A little bit lower, a little bit lower. Alright, let's go. Let's go for more. Swing bada bada bada, swing bada bada bada. I will say the magnet is a cool addition to the game. Very cool. Do we just put this down? Is it just gonna pick these up, or we think we gotta clear it first? I don't know. It got it. It did. Nope, it didn't. It pulled it up though, at least. There we go. I think we got it now. Nope, but we're digging it out. That's for sure. It's stuck onto there really good. Oh wow, this is a huge part right here. Jeez. Huge part of the plane. It's like the tail section, or is it a part of a wing that had an engine? I don't know. Either the tail or part of the wing that had engine. Who knows? This is absolutely insane. Recovering parts of the plane here in the bay. Oh, drop it. Was that two pieces? I don't know. That was just one piece, I think. Alright, let's go get the rest of them. I'm just gonna use the magnet and see if it works. Get the magnet, put it on really strong. Put it right on top of that part. Just see if it pulls it up. Nope, we got it. It's coming up. See if we could raise it. There we go. We could raise it. That magnet is a strong magnet. Look at this. This is a prop. So at least we know it wasn't a jet engine. Well, who knew we would have found a plane in the harbor? Who knew? Who knew? And shouldn't we have called the FBI or the NTSB to investigate this scene? Like, should we just be recovering these parts on our own? Shouldn't we have called the appropriate authorities? I think we're making a huge mistake here by not calling the folks. We're not calling the folks. All right, let's see if we can get this part B here. Right on top of it. Nope, we're not going to be able to get this one. Oh, we got it. We hooked onto it. Let's see if we can pull it up. We can. Look at that. This part's definitely a tailpiece. Yeah, you could see like the rear landing gear there. It has what looks like a tail strike protection system here on this tailpiece. So if you're landing, either that's your rear landing gear or that's a piece to make sure you don't have a tail strike. So whatever that is, we see it. Let's drop this. All right.
Dad, I got all the fragments out. Looks like a World War II era recon plane to me.
No wonder I never heard of it.
Yeah, it went down at least 70 years ago.
Wow.
That's a curious find. Still, you better get back to refloating that ship.
Jeez, that was a crazy find for real. Let's get back into the bulk grabber. And let's continue our job here to clear the silt from this ship. One more good grab. One more good grab and we should be done. That's nice. 23. This should be good. 100%
Alright.
done.
I think I removed enough silt.
Excellent. I'm contacting the captain. Let's see if full steam in reverse will do the trick. Excellent. I'm contacting the tugboats. Let's see what they can do now.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
So am I, son. So am I. Tommy, I've got to admit, your idea worked. Great job, son.
Thanks, Dad.
By the way, that plane you found, the museum wants it. I just talked to them.
Talk about two birds with one stone.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Alright, that's going to conclude it here for our first look at the new docked DLC, Deep Waters. I'm so excited they're releasing more content for this game. So far, it feels really good. A lot of new features, and the story mode seems pretty interesting. Thank you guys again for watching. Remember to like the video, hype the video, leave me a comment. Let me know if you're going to be checking out this DLC. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.